What is going on, guys? Miles here, and today we're going to be looking at 23 perks which are actually in Modern Warfare 2 but were removed from the game. I was doing a bit of research a couple of days ago and I actually stumbled across all of this content which was in the Modern Warfare 2 game files but was actually never used, and I found a bunch of these perks which some of them I thought were really cool, so I decided why not to make a video on it and share what I learned from reading all of this stuff. Links to my sources will be left in the description if you guys want to check them out for yourself, but the first perk we have right here is called Flash Grenade ×3, which is very similar to the thing from CoD 4. We don't exactly know which type of perks these were, because obviously they were separated into perks 1, 2 and 3 in Modern Warfare 2. We don't know what category they were in, but we just know the names and the descriptions which they left on them. But 3 times Flash would be super annoying if that was actually in the game, but if I remember correctly you already had 2 Flash Grenades, so it wouldn't be a super useful perk in my opinion. There was also an EMP grenades ×3 thing, which is really cool as well because EMPs weren't actually in Modern Warfare 2, so it'd be pretty interesting to see how that would have been used in-game if it was actually a perk. There's also a perk called Mozambique, which turns your weapon into a 3-round burst weapon, which sounds pretty cool, but it doesn't seem to be super useful. I don't really see how that will actually help for a lot of the weapons in the game. I just have no idea, honestly, and it'd be pretty cool to see what that would be like on the FAMAS, because that is obviously already a burst weapon. Maybe that'll just do nothing at all, but we'll never know. The fourth perk on this list is called Siege, and this one's description says immobile but greater accuracy, which sounds really bad at first. What I think that means is that when you aim down sights, you can't like strafe around and move, but you have like less idle sway or weapon recoil, so pretty tactical perk, and I think it'd actually be really good in the game. We also have Free Fall, which gives you the no fooling damage bonus, which is obviously what Commando Pro turned out to be in the game. I think none of these perks have their pro bonuses, so maybe they didn't plan to add pro perks to Modern Warfare 2, so they had a bigger number of perks, but then they decided to add pro perks and they got rid of all of these ones. Feign Death would allow you to fake your own death, which I have no idea how that works and it sounds a bit dumb to me. We also have Shell Shock, which gives you a riot shield on your back, but I guess they decided to add the riot shield as a weapon rather than a perk, so this perk came a little bit redundant. There was also a free runner perk which allowed you to mantle objects faster, which was actually what Marathon Pro became to be, so that perk was a little bit useless there. And there was also an explosive bullets perk which sounds so OP, and I remember actually finding those in hacked lobbies back in the day, so that would have been super OP and I'm pretty glad it's not in the game. We have a thermal vision perk which sounds pretty sick actually, because that could work very similar to the night vision goggles from CoD 4, but they decided to get rid of it and add thermal as a like weapon sight. We also have a perk called dive, which is probably one of the most crazy freaking perks on this list, and it allows you to jump to dodge bullets. I have no idea how that works, but it sounds a bit ridiculous. Blackbox gives kill streaks a longer duration, which would be pretty freaking crazy when you consider how OP like chopper gunners and Harrier strikes already were in the game. We also have steel nerves, which reduces weapon sway when aiming down sights. Amplify allows you to easier hear enemy footsteps, which would be really good for competitive, although it could be pretty OP and maybe like one of those staple perks in competitive. We also have Saboteur, which allows you to quickly complete objectives, which is one of my favourite perks on the list. I'm really upset that that wasn't added to the game because I really like the idea of it. And there's also a Heartbreaker perk, which has a really cool name, which makes you not show up on enemy heartbeat sensors. That doesn't seem like a very good perk because not many people actually use that attachment in game. We have Challenger, which says easier death but more experience, which is pretty weird actually, but it'll be very good for leveling up if you wanted to like race to Master Prestige or Prestige 10 back in those days. Probably wouldn't use that because I'm not sure exactly how much health it would take off you, and it does sound pretty bad. We also have Rear View, which replaces your minimap with the rear view behind you, which could be super OP in like Search and Destroy. Improved Iron Lungs allows you to hold your breath even longer when you're aiming down sights with sniper rifles. Primary Stand allows you to use any weapon in Last Stand, which I am so happy that is not a perk, but I guess they decided to just give you Last Stand, which would be a lot less OP, and not many people actually used it in Modern Warfare 2, which I'm really glad about. We also have Spy Game, which gives you like no red crosshair when enemies are aiming at you. We have C4 death, which allows you to pull out C4 before death, which once again, I'm very happy wasn't added to the game, but I believe that was a death streak in Modern Warfare 3, which was really annoying to deal with. And finally, we have Offhand, which allows you to use equipment in Last Stand. But there we have it, they were all of the perks which were going to be added to Modern Warfare 2, but Infinity Ward decided to cut before the game's actually released, so we never actually heard of them. I found this really interesting, and hopefully you guys did as well. And comment down below if you want to see more videos like this about cut back content from Call of Duty. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe for more Call of Duty, but I'll see you guys in my next video.